B2B Cambodia, the portal for business use in Cambodia. We heard a panel discussion on insurance distribution in Cambodia.
10 years ago, you can see the insurance distribution mainly based on the direct sale, because we look at the number of intermediary very small. So that means direct sale dominate the distribution. But 10 years later, now as you can see the number that I just counted, you see now the breakdown of the distribution look very different now. For example, like we look at the general insurance, we look at the premium breakdown by distribution channel. General insurance from direct sale represent about 50%. In the past, we can see almost 100%. Now 50%. And as you already mentioned in your opening speech, the broker represent about 28%. And agency, you can see agency including the bank assurance. So in general insurance represent about 16%. As for life, it's different from general assurance. For life, bank assurance represent almost 70%. And agency about 10%. And for micro insurance, they use still direct sale is still there from about 30%, and bank assurance from 40%. That's the approximate number. And of course, they have a digital takeover. I think this digital sales they may refer to the telco company. This one, so that represents about 15%. So at the same time, you see, even though there's a emerging of digital channel, we talk a lot these days about the digitalization of the in insurance and in insurtech, but the distribution through this channel still minimal. So that's the completely change of the distribution from direct sale to intermediary now.
To me, I think the most significant difference between the insurance intermediaries and the insurance company self-staff is that insurance intermediaries act neutrally in between the insured and the insurance company to not only to close the sale, as well to smoothen the whole process of the sales by helping the insured to get the best term with a fair condition. Also, to help the insurance company to understand exactly what insured real demand and requirement in an efficient method. Also, to support after sales to the both sides, from claims to renewal to any revision or change of the risk features or whatsoever. I think this is the most critical and significant difference.
I know the regulator is doing some great work on improving qualifications and certification, but this has to be more formalized, and we have to have very qualified people out there selling, and that gives more confidence as a buyer. That I could show some sort of license, or I could show some sort of qualification, say I've really studied to do this, and I'm not just coming here selling you coffee, I'm selling a sophisticated product, and I need to explain to you the benefits and how it works. So I think that's important as well. We in the securities industry do profiling as well, so it's a matter of profiling a need. So you just don't say, I think you need car insurance, but what kind of car insurance, what the sum insured is. You have to explain the terms and make sure people understand that. So I think doing some profiling for insurance needs is just as much as a bank would for a loan. just as much as a financial advisor would need to sell securities products.
Even the other developed country, let's say Singapore and Hong Kong, I asked some questions to them as well. Like whether we move, we move trade forward to digital or not. It still depends on product as well. So we need to segment our product based on the customer segment. So of course, when we're talking about life we will have some complicated products. There we still need to have the agent and broker to talk to the customer touch point. So digital cannot replace the customer touch point, especially the complicated product, unit link product. Even our saving product right now, we still have the agent and also broker can talk to our customers and explain them.
The second panel discussed how could insurance brokers contribute to the development of insurance sector in Cambodia.
I think insurance brokers have a very important role that you have to know your duty, because we have worked for the client, for the best interest of the client, just like a family. You work for a family, then you know your responsibility. A broker's like your client is your family member because you work for him. And also, what we always mention about do and inform is different. The first thing as a broker, as I explained to the client, well, you must know the rule. I help you to, comply with the rule, not to get involved of any pitch, especially buy insurance pitch of condition. It's difficult for the insurance company to help you because you pitch your insurance condition, right?
I think brokers should play two key roles. First is risk advisory, not selling insurance. Because broker is like Thomas mentioned, it work for the best interest of customer. So broker to be successful, you should play a role as a risk advisor in an advisory role. And second is claim advocacy services. Because I noticed some of the brokers, they have been already success by using the claim advocacy services to attract to shift the client interest from one broker to another. So I think these two key roles is play a very crucial and success to the individual broker.
Broker is in the between the insured and the insurers. So it is the linking up. And then we can see that through the broker, I think the previous panelists have mentioned about the role of broker, the responsibility of the broker. So this one, they do all the facilities, all their full service. I can say that it is a well-rounded service as the broker. So the broker, they will do all pre-sales, during sales, and also post-sales. And the broker, how can we compete against the broker? Because the broker represents the client. So if the company or if the insurers against the client, what we are doing? So this is not just a one simple classical example. Because when you are the broker, you got the broker record from the client. You got appointed. You got authorized from the broker or from the client to study all the service related to the insurance, pass to the insurer.